Today, we're talking about leads versus relationships. Which one do you want more of? Hey, welcome to the Tom Ferry Show. Today, I'm asking the question, what do you need more of, leads or relationships? Now, I know as you get that question from me, you're automatically going to say, Tom, I want a combination of both. Hear me out. So many of our clients have done such a magnificent job with their demand gen marketing, their social marketing, their email marketing, their direct mail, the way we do our open houses, that we've let off some of the gas and some of the intentionality around simply doing the connections, the scaling the impossible, doing the little things that make such a big difference in building relationships. You know it, and I know it. Now, I'm not going to call out some names, but if I thought about the last 30 days of a few private sessions, too often, too many people are saying, Tom, I'm doing everything, my business is going great, and I'll say, so how many of your past clients have you talked to in the last 30 days? How many people in your sphere have you talked to in the last 30 days? And I immediately get the X's over the I's, and it's a sign of guilt. Now, let me ask you a question. Is there someone inside your database that we all value so much that simply isn't getting the nurturing, the connecting that they really deserve? Or have you allowed this and email and me-mail and texting and everything else that we all know in all of our demand gen marketing to take over the relationship side of your business? I would challenge you to get a little old school with me. I've got 4 ways that you can do it to really increase the connection, the relatedness, and ultimately the community. And oh, by the way, here's a little secret. Yes, by staying top of mind and staying connected, of course, you're going to generate more referrals, but I'd like you to try this out. How about we do everything I'm talking about, but we don't just have the intention of trying to get another referral or finding another listing or doing another deal, but instead we just go deep with people, because when you do that, good things always happen. So here's what I wrote down for you. Ready? 4 things. Number 1, easy one. Everybody's on Facebook. I don't remember anybody's birthdays anymore. How about you? But Facebook does a nice job reminding me every day, here's 7 of your friends and this is their birthday. So what if you took the time to call that person and say, hey, Richard, I just wanted to reach out and wish you happy birthday, man. What are you, like finally 30, Richard? How old are you, Richard? Like 26, you rat bastard, right? 26, happy birthday. And I would actually do that, right? So think about it like this. I'm making the phone call. Now you say, but Tom, like I'm right there on Facebook, I can just send them a messenger. Yeah, you and everybody else. You could even post on there, hey, happy birthday, you and everybody else. We want to stand out. We want to connect at a deeper level. Calling that person and singing them happy birthday. Calling that person and saying, I know you're getting inundated with phone calls today, but I just had to reach out and say happy birthday. By the way, if you use that as a script, guess what the vast majority of people are going to say? My mom hasn't even called. She just commented on my Facebook page. By making that extra phone call, and the good news is Facebook does it for you every day, you got 3 people, 4 people, 7 people, 8 people, 2 people, none people. But guess what? Now all of a sudden, you're making that extra effort to go deeper. Number 2 on my list, I want you to call everybody in your entire database 4 times a year. Everybody in your entire database. Now, I know your database looks like so many other clients I talk to. Here's my past clients. Here's the people in my sphere. Here's I have no idea who they are. And here's some real estate agents that I put inside my system. I want you to call everybody 4 times a year. So take your total number, divide it by those 90-day increments of quarters, and is that 2 calls a day? Is it 7 calls a day? Whatever it may be. And I want you to use the old Ford method. I think of a longtime client, dear friend of mine, Gina Blafari, who now is the CEO of the franchise group for all of Berkshire Hathaway. We would always talk about the Ford method as an easy way to go deep and to connect. How's your family? How's your occupation, your work, your career? What are you doing these days for recreation? What are you doing for fun, spring, summer, fall, whatever it may be? And then the last one is, what are your dreams? Now, you know me, I'm a big fan of that question. What are your dreams? What are you thinking about? What are your goals? What are you working on? You know, how valuable of a relationship, like, could you create with somebody if you were the one person that said, hey, what are your goals? What are you thinking about? What are you dreaming about? Whether it's early retirement or getting married or having a child or buying a house or moving out of the state, whatever it may be, being that resource for somebody, being that hub like I've talked about on a long time ago Tom Ferry show, where you really are the resource. You take on the fiduciary responsibility to help and bring value to every single person inside your database. Think about that. Good old Ford method, 4 times a year. And then number 3, invite them to stuff. Look, at the end of the day, we're social creatures. We like to be invited to stuff. A friend of mine called me this morning. Hey, such and such is opening a restaurant at the Beverly Center. Let's go. I'm like, sounds awesome. Now, guess what? He and I have a relationship. We're not crazy tight, but the more time we do that, the tighter we become, the more we think about each other, the more we want to bring value to one another. And that's the game. You should be doing the same. So I wrote down whether it's a function, it could be a mega open house. By the way, I thought of a cute line. I think we need to get the Kyle Whistle video where he talked about this at the summit a couple years ago. I think the exact quote went something like this. When you do an open house, if there isn't an after hours party, like post the open house, you didn't do it right. But I really thought about that and said, that's it. Kyle's, like so many of our clients, takes on the community, takes on the relationships, and always wants to go deeper. And I know you're getting the difference that this is going to make. The last one I wrote down, and even though I referenced this earlier, consider, if I'm doing the birthday wishes, if I'm doing the Ford, if I'm making that happen every time, if I'm inviting them to open houses and functions and parties and whatever it may be, I'm getting them face to face. And by the way, when we're there, we should always be looking for ways to connect people, right? Carol, oh my goodness, have you met Jillian? She's amazing at, A, B, and C, and, Carol's amazing at X, Y, Z, and connecting to people that you know, being that, connector in your network, very powerful, and again, keeps you top of mind. The last one is, every 90 days, send every single person in your system a text or a me-mail. Now, I know you know email, but the great Seth Godin said, a lot of us are tired of getting email. And I know I send email, you send email, we all do. But that special me-mail is where you actually stop and say, hey, Richard, thinking about you, buddy. Hope you're doing great. Where are you at with that conversation we had about your dream? Send. Just those little touches. That's what makes a relationship special, and again, keeps you top of mind. So I know right now you're watching this, and a lot of my longtime friends and clients are going, wait a minute, Tom, you've been demand gen, grow your business, find more listings, and now you're telling us to slow down and build some deeper relationships? The answer is yes, because my concern, as I've been saying to quite a few of these clients, is if you're not nurturing that relationship, if all you do is call and say, hey, who do you know that's thinking about buying or selling? If all you're doing is that, then that's all you're doing in the relationship. And last time I checked, those relationships don't last. Bring more value. Nurture those customers. This is just one campaign. We got all those other things we're gonna do to generate business. Do this, and I promise you, way more referrals, way more connections, way more community, way more relationships, and you'll just feel better about your business. Let me know your comments. Let me know your thoughts. I can't wait to read them. Remember, always your strategy matters, and now more than ever, your ability to build those long-lasting relationships, that's what rules. Hey, you're the kind of person like me who's always looking for great stuff, new ideas, innovation, and ways to improve my life and my business. Check out the link below at tomferry.com/agent-tools, because I've got lots of great stuff for you there.